Hello friends, welcome to AffairsCloud Learn to Lead. Good morning to all the students. As you know, we already started topic-wise current affair. It means one topic, one video in detailed manner. And today topic of discussion is very important. This is National Statistical Office released first advanced estimate of GDP for financial year 25-26, and they predicted 7.4% growth in financial year 26. So the Union government has released the first advanced estimate of national income for financial year 25-26 projecting GDP growth. And the estimate comes amid global trade uncertainties, particularly high US tariffs on the Indian exports affecting labor intensive sector. Now the question arises, what is first advanced estimate? So it is the earliest official estimate of annual GDP growth. It is released before the financial year ends, like in early January, and prepared by the National Statistical Office, and it is used as a base document for the budget formulation, and it is based on the partial data like 7 to 8 months of the year, like first 7 to 8 months of the year. And this first advanced estimate is not the final. It is revised later through second advanced estimate and provisional estimate as more data become available. So let's discuss this first advanced estimate report. So this is released by National Statistics Office, and this is the first advanced estimate of GDP for the financial year 25-26, and it also includes expenditure components both at constant prices and current prices. We will discuss what is constant prices and what is current prices. So what they predicted? They predicted real GDP and the nominal GDP. Real GDP. As per NSO, the real GDP has been estimated to grow by 7.4%. This is most important thing you have to remember. 7.4% predicted as a real GDP growth for the financial year 25-26, and nominal GDP growth projected at 8% in financial year 26. Now the question arises, what is real GDP? What is nominal GDP? If we are talking about real, then it means it is based on base year. It is based on, or it is compared with the base year prices. If we are talking about nominal, then it means it is calculated as per the current year prices. So what is the base year? So a base year is the reference year whose prices are used to calculate the real growth minus inflation in national income. So base year is a benchmark used for the GDP calculation. For example, if 2011-12 is the base year, GDP for other years is adjusted to match 2011-12 prices. So revision of the base year are also relevant for other metrics such as the index for industrial production like IIP, wholesale price index, and the consumer price index. So nominal GDP measured at current prices like the current year prices ignores inflation, and real GDP is adjusted for inflation using base year prices showing true economic growth. And the previous base year revision was concluded in 2015, and they changed the base year from 2004-5 to 2011-12. Now the base year is 2011-12. So if 2011-12 is the base year, GDP for other year is adjusted to match 2011-12 prices. So this is known as real GDP. Real GDP means the GDP which is calculated as per the base year. Nominal GDP which is calculated as per the current prices or the current year. So nominal GDP projected at 8% and real GDP projected at 7.4%. You have to remember, this is very, very important. So you can see this chart. This is 7.4% for financial year. You can see the financial year 25-26 against the growth of 6.5% during the financial year 25. Earlier it was 6.5%. Now this is 7.4%. And real GDP or GDP at constant prices like base year prices is estimated at rupees 201.90 lakh crore in financial year 26 against the provisional estimate of the GDP for financial year 25 was rupees 187.97 lakh crore. So it is also rises. And nominal GDP growth, we already discussed. Nominal GDP growth at current prices is projected at 8%, which is lower than the previous year record of 10.4%. Nominal GDP is estimated at rupees 357.14 lakh crore in financial year 25-26 against rupees 330.68 lakh crore in financial year 24-25. So this is very important, especially the real GDP. Now the question arises, what is gross value added, GVA? So in the new series, Central Statistical Office did away the gross domestic product at factor cost and adopted the international practice of valuing industry-wise estimate at gross value added at basic prices. So gross value added represents the value of output minus the value of intermediate consumption. It tells us how much new value is created in the production process after deducting the value of input used in the production. So GVA highlights the contribution of each sector, whether agriculture, manufacturing or services, to the country's overall output. So in simple word, you can say GVA equal to output value minus intermediate consumption. Or in complex words, you can say GVA equal to GDP minus taxes on products plus subsidy on products. So gross value added, real GVA is estimated at rupees 184.50 lakh crore in financial year 26 against the provisional estimate for the financial year 25 of rupees 171.87 lakh crore, registering a growth of 7.3%. 7.3% if we are comparing with the last year's provisional estimates with the current year, this first estimate report. And nominal GVA, again nominal GVA is calculated as per the current prices. Real GVA calculated as per the base year prices is estimated at rupees 323.48 lakh crore during financial year 26 against the 300.22 lakh crore in financial year 25, recording a growth of 7.7%. So GVA, real GVA also projected at 7.3% growth, and this nominal GVA projected at 7.7% growth. Next is the private final consumption expenditure. At constant prices, it means the base year, that is 2011-12, is estimated to marginally decline to 7.0% compared to 7.2%, which was recorded in financial year 24-25. Now the question arises, what is private final consumption expenditure? So it is defined as the expenditure incurred by the resident household and non-profit institutions serving households on final consumption of goods and services. So this is very important. This is private final consumption expenditure. Next is the government spending on goods and services at constant prices, again with the base year prices like 2011-12, is estimated at a growth of 5.2% in financial year 26. This is also up from 2.3% in financial year 25. So only private final consumption expenditure declined if we are comparing with the last year. But otherwise, this government spending on the goods and services at constant prices is also rises, and this is 5.2% in financial year 26. Earlier it was 2.3%. And you can remember, this is known as government final consumption expenditure. Consumption expenditure, that is the spending on goods and services. Next is the gross fixed capital formation is estimated at 7.8% in financial year 26 against the 7.1%. This is also increased, and this is observed in financial year 25. So this is also increased by 0.7%. Now the question arises, what is gross fixed capital formation? So GFCF refers to the aggregate of the gross additions to the fixed asset, like fixed capital formation. So this is also rises. You can also see this chart. This is the GVA chart, and GVA, real GVA is 7.3% as per the first estimate report. So you can see we already discussed this is 7.3%. Next is sector wise GVA growth at 2011-12 prices. So the economic activity of the country is broadly classified into three major sectors like primary, secondary and tertiary sector. So primary sector basically agriculture, secondary manufacturing, tertiary sector basically service sector. So the primary sector is estimated to grow at 2.7% in 25-26 compared to 4.4% in 2024-25. So it means primary sector growth declined as per the first estimate report. You can also see this chart. It was earlier 4.4%, now it is 2.7%. Now, if we are only considering agriculture and allied sector under the primary sector, then its growth is expected at moderate pace of 3.1% in financial year 25-26. Earlier, the growth was 4.6% in 2024-25 only in the agriculture and allied sector. So it is also declined like from 4.6 to 3.1. So the overall primary sector growth also declined like 4.4 to 2.7%. This is very important. Next is secondary sector. Grew by 6.1% in financial year 25, like 24-25, and is estimated to accelerate to 6.6% in 25-26. So you can see a moderate rise of 0.5%. In this chart, you can see it was earlier 6.1%, now it is 6.6%, so a minor rise like 0.5%. And if we are considering only manufacturing sector under the secondary sector, then the growth is estimated to strengthen from 4.5% in financial year 25 to 7% in financial year 26. So there is a rise if we are only considering manufacturing sector, otherwise a moderate rise of 0.5%, but there is a rise. Next is the tertiary sector, that is the service sector, recorded a growth of 7.2% in financial year 24-25 with an estimated increase to 9.1%, huge rise in financial year 25-26. You can also see this chart. This is 24, 7.2%. And this is 25-26, 9.1%, huge rise. And if we are considering only trade, hotels, transport, communication and broadcasting related services, then it was earlier 6.1% in financial year 25. Now it is projected 7.5% in financial year 26. So again, there is a rise. Only agriculture projection declined. Otherwise, manufacturing sector growth is there and tertiary sector growth is also there. Next is there any need of new base year? Yes, the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation is in the process of revising the base year of national accounts for financial year 12, like 11-12. We all earlier discussed that the base year is 11-12. Now it will be changed to 22-23, new series base year. Therefore, the advance and quarterly estimate will undergo revisions due to changes in the method of estimation of current and constant prices, incorporation of updated and new data sources, updation of annual benchmark, etc. So we already discussed this chart. So what are the takeaway points from today's topic? This is first estimated report GDP for financial year 25-26 released. This is released by National Statistical Office, and what is projected real GDP growth 7.4%, nominal 8%, real GVA is 7.3% and nominal GVA is 7.7%. You have to remember real GDP. This is very important. Real GVA is very important. Next is PFCE. This is private final consumption expenditure. We already explained that it is defined as the expenditure incurred by the resident households and non-profit institutions serving households on final consumption of goods and services. Next is GFCE. This is government final consumption expenditure. The government spending on goods and services at constant prices like on base year prices. Next is GCF. GCF. This is gross fixed capital formation. Gross fixed capital formation, and this is estimated at 7.8%. Primary sector growth, this is 2.7% and only agriculture 3.1%. Secondary sector 6.6%, manufacturing 7%, tertiary sector 9.1%, huge growth is here. and only trade, hotel, transport, broadcasting is 7.5%. And you can also remember one thing about Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Minister of State is Rao Inderjit Singh, and constituency is Gurugram or Gurgaon in Haryana. I hope you like this video. Please share as maximum as possible. So this is all for today. Please like, share and subscribe our channel, and thank you for watching this video. And you can subscribe our all platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and Telegram channel. All the official notifications delivered through the Telegram channel. So just subscribe from the description box link. Thank you guys. Take care and bye-bye.